So right off the bat, I'm going to apologize because this video is going to be quite disorganized, and I'm probably going to hit a lot of uhs and pauses and what have you because, you know, yeah, I'm going to be kind of like reading through some Discord messages, not directly, but what I want to do today is I kind of want to discuss the whole stalker situation. I'm hesitant to say the name or even put up a picture, but our good friend JG, as has been on this channel twice, 3 times actually, but the third video got removed for reasons that I will also cover in this video. But yeah, I kind of wanted to discuss what's been going on with that, give you guys an update in case anybody was wondering, and just kind of explain why I've been gone and it's like I haven't really been posting videos at all, and B, why this hasn't been a subject of my videos. Because on one hand, like when this whole thing started, I was kind of like, okay, well, like this is really weird, but like I guess I can farm it for content. But it kind of got to the point where I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been spending a lot of my personal time trying to figure this out. And just, I guess I'll just throw it out there right now. This is still ongoing. This is not a finished situation. Unfortunately, this video is not going to tell the rest of the story to its end. It's kind of going to cover the story from where we left off on this channel to now. I'll be leaving a lot out because it did get very personal, and it has a lot to do with people that I know in real life and places around where I live and stuff like that. So I'm unfortunately going to be quite vague with some of the things that are talked about in this video, but I did just want to give you guys a bit of an update for anybody who was wondering. So yeah, I'm probably going to pause a lot, and I'm going to lose my train of thought, and you're going to hear me clicking and maybe typing and what have you, but yeah, I just wanted to record this video. So the last thing that would have happened on the channel is I did post a third video on this whole subject, and what ended up happening is during that time, this person we're just going to refer to them as the stalker was very adamant that on going on these hunts and finding these notes and the things that they were leaving behind, that I was supposed to record them and make them part of a YouTube video, which I did. And for that third one, I was told, like, oh, you need to do this thing and go do the thing I'm sending you to do, but upload a video by this time about it. And I didn't do that. So I suspect that my video ended up being taken down, and I suspect that it was reported because there's nothing in that video that is unsimilar to the other two, which are still up on the channel as far as I am aware. Excuse me. And those videos are still up, and the other one was not any different. It was the same kind of thing. So I suspected that it was perhaps reported by this individual, by the stalker, because I didn't meet the demands and upload the video on time, which was somewhat confirmed when I got a Discord message saying, now see what happens when we don't follow the rules. So that sort of confirmed my suspicions. I mean, if someone from YouTube wants to jump in and be like, no, actually it was all us, then cool, I'm sure. But regardless, that third video was taken down. It is no longer available on YouTube. I did try to appeal the strike. It did not work. So video stays down, and I will not be re-uploading it to YouTube. There may be some other way to view it sometime in the future. Maybe I'll have it up in like a Discord, maybe a Patreon or something. I haven't thought that much about it, but it will not be being reposted to YouTube. After that, I got a message telling me to go out on another one of these excursions. I ended up doing that. I think I have a couple video clips somewhere on my camera, but I've been so disorganized that I haven't been able to put them into a video. Maybe I'll put them into this one, maybe not. Where again I was told to go find the final clues to conclude what this individual referred to as round 1. So at this point, myself and just one of my friends who has been featured in some of the videos before, we went out and we found them. And this is where things kind of took a turn, and this is why I sort of like was very hesitant with the clips I was filming and hesitant to turn it into a video, is because the notes that we were finding and the things we were finding were beginning to contain information about my life and names of people who are in my life and around my life, and that's not really something that I care to put on the internet, you know. Like I would like to document this for my own sake, and I have, my friends and I have like a place that we keep all our information regarding this situation that is still ongoing. But the point of this YouTube channel was never like I'm gonna put up everyone else's stuff. Like I tell life stories on this channel, as I'm sure most of you know, but they're my life stories. I change people's names. I don't expose anybody. I don't put anybody else's real name on the internet, because that is everyone as an individual's choice to make. It is not up to me to put everyone else's life up on the internet. And I don't even really want to put my entire life on the internet, in the sense that I don't, like, I haven't used my real name on this channel. I don't use the real names of people in my stories or people who feature in my videos unless they directly tell me they are okay with that. And a lot of the people who are being mentioned in this situation don't even know that I have a YouTube channel, and they're people that I know, but like people I'm not even like very close with. Anyways, side tangent, but that is why I sort of didn't end up making a video of that. But what it ended up being was sort of almost like a puzzle that we were supposed to figure out, which we have yet to do. We're still working on it. And yeah, so we found those, and I was told to upload another video from that, but I never did. And that seemed to be fine. Like, I didn't receive any like threats or any videos taken out. I uploaded like a different video. Like, I was still uploading around this time. I think I haven't uploaded for a while, but I did upload like a video of like Michael Jackson or something. I don't know, but I didn't like receive consequences, so to speak. So my friends and I were obviously naturally very curious about what was going on here. And we hit a bit of a dead period, so we didn't hear much from the stalker or anything. And my one friend had the idea of like send him a coded message back. So we did. We sat down and we theorized who this person could be, because obviously with the information that this person has, they are someone who knows me personally in real life. Perhaps is not, they could be a close person to me, I still don't know, but somebody who at least knows me and knows information about my life. So we started theorizing about who it could be. And this is actually kind of funny, and shout out my friend for this idea, but we ended up sending back a coded message in Minecraft enchantment table, basically as our own little like code and clue to like figure out what we're saying, and basically telling them we're like, we know who you are, because we had landed on a, on a suspect, so to speak. And they had responded with, is that right? Is that who you think I am? And then I responded like, or no, sorry, we didn't tell them who we thought they were. We told them we knew who they were. Sorry, I'm just reading the messages. I'm very disorganized. And they're like, oh yeah, like, who do you think I am? And then I, of course, responded with the name, and in a vote of confidence, I was like, we already know you're this person. And they responded with, oh, interesting. Come find out. Meet me in, a place around where I live. And we didn't go. We did not do that, because we were kind of tired of going out to all these random places just to find notes, and felt like it got us nowhere. I'll also add at this point, somewhere within here, like some of the information was a little bit fuzzy, but somewhere within here, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. One of the things that this individual really wanted me to do, and still wants me to do, they're still trying to get me to do this, is I'm going to be quite vague here, but there's a place that they want me to go, that they're really, really pushing for me to go there, because there's something there that they want me to see. Now, I don't know what that is, and for certain reasons, I am somewhat hesitant to go to this place just because of where it is. Like I said, I'm going to be quite vague here, but that is one of the things that, if that does end up happening, that might end up being a video on this channel. I have heavily debated how much of this I would like to, have on this channel. Like, on one hand, I could turn this into entertaining content, but it's also somewhat of a situation that seems like a little bit more serious. So, in dealing with all this stuff, there's a lot of the times where I'm out with people and we're trying to get this sorted, that my number one thought isn't on like, oh, I got to get a clip of this for YouTube, because it feels more personal, Anyways, there's a place that they really want me to go. I have not done that yet, but they've been pushing that for a while. This is like the beginning of May that I got this message, and they added on like, come meet us in X spot. And I'd also strongly urge you to listen to the last note, which was telling me to go to this place, which they are still fighting for. I have not done either of those. That night we did not go to where this individual told us to go, and that kind of just was what it was. We just didn't feel like it, we're just like, it's just, it's notes. It's like someone pranking me, and I'm not interested. So we didn't go. And the next day, I received another message saying the answers are getting farther away and to meet at a farther place. So we ended up going this night, gathered up a group of people, and we found another note, this one just saying something bad is going to happen. And that was obviously a little bit ominous, and was not my favorite thing to see. I'm okay as I'm sitting here at this desk recording this video. Like, as far as I'm aware, nothing bad has happened, and I don't I'm going to go ahead and prefix this, which I don't think I'm in any danger whatsoever. I do think that this person is kind of just like pranking me, trolling me, whatever, however you want to splice it. I don't think I'm in danger here. It's just a little bit of an odd situation, you know? So yeah, there is that, and we ended up seeing that. And they just continued to really push, like, go to this place, like, you need to come here. There is, like, there's something I want to show you, and I really don't want to do that. Like I said, I'm going to remain vague on this one, but for certain reasons, like, that's really not something I'm interested in doing, so we haven't yet. And so it kind of just went dormant again, as it would happen. As we do a little bit of a quest, there'd be a bit of a back and forth, and then, sorry, I'm just putting a hoodie on, I'm cold. So there'd be a bit of a back and forth, and then we would kind of not hear from him for a bit, and then he would come back again, which is exactly what happened. There was a day where my friends and I, we went and we saw Obsession, which, great movie, by the way. But as I was, like, in the washroom before, like, going into the theater with my friends, I got another message, someone telling me, or it's not someone, this guy, sorry, I got really distracted, putting on that hoodie was difficult, saying, like, seems you need more convincing, and then he said he left 8 notes around a certain area, like, this man really had us playing Slender in real life, so I really hit him with that. I responded with, like, dude, you're making me play Slender IRL? Didn't get an answer, so we ended up going after the movie. A couple of us went down. We tried to find all 8 of his notes. We didn't find them. We found like 3, and each one had like a weird drawing and a word on it. And the 3 that we found didn't tell us much. It was like find at the or something. I don't really remember. I in all honesty, I lost those notes. They were in the pants pockets of my cargo pants. Then I washed the cargo pants, forgetting they were in there. So they're kind of like lost to time. I've kept a lot of the other stuff, but those ones are gone. But we didn't find them all. And then I went on a trip with my family. And whilst I was gone, I got a message through Discord once again of this person being like, oh, you're not as smart as I thought, which I just got to address. Like, I have no idea how that has anything to do with being smart. Like, this was like a broad forested area is what I will say. It's a very big area, and he left 8 pieces of paper, and apparently I'm not smart enough to find like 5 pieces of paper in the middle of the night. So he's like, I insist you go back and finish the puzzle. I didn't do that because I was not even remotely near there. I was on a trip, which obviously this person did not know, and I didn't tell them that, but they said, like, I don't want to play your game. Like, if you have something you want to tell me, just say it. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to follow your notes. And she said, like, you'll not want to miss what I have for you, and then just I didn't respond, and it kind of went nowhere for a couple days. And then once I got back, I kind of responded to him a couple days later and said, like, I'm not going to this, like, ultimate place that you really want me to go. Like, whatever you want me to see, like, I'll go somewhere else. It's just that important, but, like, I'm not doing that. And he kind of kept going on of, like, I have to insist, like, you can't miss it. And he wouldn't let it up, you know, like, this person really wants me to go to this place. And I just, as of this moment, I'm not really keen on doing that. I've been talking a lot. Sorry, I'm drinking some water here. Great video so far. So I just didn't respond to that. I was at work, in all honesty. And then an hour and a half later, I get a message from them that says heads or tails. So out of pure curiosity, I respond about an hour later with tails. And so he hits me with it seems luck is on your side. And I feel like he's going to do this either way, because what's happened a lot recently is a lot of like, hey, you should go to this place, and then I don't, and then there's almost like okay, then go on this like side quest, and maybe it'll like pique your interest a little bit more, and you'll go. That's kind of what seems like it's happening, and that's kind of what happened here. He said, like, if you insist on not coming to see me, perhaps I should show you one final time. Sent us to a place, and this is where things really got weird, because we did go on this night, me and a couple of my friends, and we went to this place to find whatever was left. And beforehand, it was always a note. But this time, it was a disc. Like, it was a disc, like a DVD kind of disc, right? And we played it, because, of course, like, you have to. We're kind of freaked out of what it could have been, but we did end up playing this disc. And it was just a picture of, you know, the character the stalker masquerades as, with some AI voice talking about all these things of like, it's like intentionally vague. It felt like a chat GPT. He went into chat GPT and it was like, hey, write me a speech that like vaguely conveys this, but like you could easily miss it. And it was like AI voice talking about like me and vaguely referring to why he's like quote unquote after me. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's kind of freaky. And then moving on, like a little bit later, like this was like 3 days later based on the Discord messages here. He sent us again to another place where the annoying thing is these always like come, usually when I'm at work, I'll get these messages about like 8 or 9 o'clock. It's like, go to this place after midnight, and then I have to like go after I get off work at 1 in the morning. It's terrible. But yeah, there was another message, and because like I said nothing after this disc, like what am I supposed to say, right? Like, do I message him and be like, oh, you've convinced me, I'll go to the place? No. And so at the end he's like, yeah, the end of the bonus round, because he's like, this is all supposed to be like round 1, there's like a bonus round, and I don't know. I like, again, I'm leaving a lot out here because there's not a lot I can say that doesn't like directly relate to like where I live and people I know and stuff like that. So there's another place that he sent us like 3 days after the disc was found, and we went. And it was kind of just like a note, again, he kind of downgraded back to notes, and it was a note that kind of just said, like, we're destined to do this forever, which I'm pretty sure is like it's either from like Spider-Man or Batman, like either Green Goblin or Joker says that, like, I think, I could be wrong, but I don't know, pretty corny stuff. But found that, and it's like, I don't really know what to say. I'm kind of just like finding these things. And then I got a message 2 days after. It was like, I can play the long game too. Come back to one of the places we'd already gone. And he's like, the mystery awaits you. This is trying to be a like supervillain here at this point. And then I kind of told, like, my friend told me to say this, and I did it because I thought it was funny. I ended up saying, like, no, I'm not going to this place. I'll go if you Venmo me $40 because gas is expensive. But didn't get a response to that one. So the next day, it's like, okay, well, now I left it at this place. And so it was a lot closer to where I was, so we ended up going. That is kind of a lot of like what it comes down to is proximity at this point. We found that one. That one was another disc, which this one was funny because we found this, and it was like the audio seemed really familiar to me. And I ended up looking into it, and I'm a big Outlast fan, as I'm sure you guys know. And when Outlast 2 was coming out, there's a trailer that's still up on Red Burrow's YouTube channel that's just like reversed audio. And when you reverse it, it's like Sullivan Noth, the priest from that game, talking about like some biblical stuff that like it can be interpreted a certain way to kind of like, it told the release date of Outlast 2, you know? And that audio is what he used over just like some creepy picture on this second DVD, which I think is funny because the first one was like very targeted and very like kind of like trying to explain the situation. The second one is he just like trying to be creepy or something? Because he's like, I don't know if this person knows I'm a huge Outlast fan or anything, but like I am, so I caught that pretty quick. And yeah, like I don't really know what that was supposed to mean because they didn't change the audio at all. Like he kept it like reversed and we had to reverse it. And yeah, it's all kinds of dumb. So yeah, that happened, and then I got another message a couple days later of like everything you need to figure out what's waiting for you at the spot that he really wants me to go. Apparently it's been here, and he's like, couldn't have been clearer. And basically reinforces like you need to come, but like before you do, here's like another thing. 'Cause he's like trying to keep me on the hook, you know. He's trying to be like, hey, eventually you're gonna come do this, but like if you haven't done it yet, like here's another thing to like pique your interest. And he's like, yeah, you have 3 places that you can choose to go. And he gave me like 3 locations around where I live, and he's like, yeah, you should go, and like you can only choose one, but one of them has like, at each of these places there's a clue, but like one of them you can only pick one. I don't really know how he would police that, like but that's what he said. And I didn't go. I did not go because I didn't want to. Like at a certain point, it's like I'm driving all around this area I live in to find notes and discs and all this cryptic shit. And I don't know why the hell I'm doing it, you know? Like, it's just kind of a waste of everyone's time. So I ignored him, and then he hit me like 4 days later with like something bad was going to happen. Now something really bad is going to happen, which kind of sounds like a threat. Except, you know, it's just nothing has happened. I mean, maybe I'll just get like shot, but nothing has happened so far. So cool. I ignored that again. And then the next day he was like, okay, let's like make a deal. He kind of ended up saying like, okay, if you do the thing I tell you to do tonight, then go to the place that I've been trying to get you to go. Then he's kind of implying that like I will learn who this person is, right? I don't know if I necessarily believe that, but that is what was said. Once again, I ignored this because I didn't want to go. Like I was over it. I was done. Is this still recording? Okay, yes, it is. Cool. Sorry, I thought I had like lost like 15 minutes of footage here. But yeah. So yeah, I ignored this because I was over it, you know. I'm like, I haven't been finding anything. This is like empty threats, if they can even be considered a threat, and I wasn't about it, you know. And so I ignored him. The next day, it's like, I'll offer this deal one more time tomorrow night. Do the thing, and you'll learn what you need to learn. And so I responded with like a different night because I was kind of like busy. I had stuff going on. I was like, how about this night? I'll do the thing you want me to do, and I'll tell you when I'm going to the place you've wanted me to go if you agree to reveal who you are, what you want, and like leave people in my life out of this. And he was like, yeah, you have my word. You'll learn what you're dealing with, and we have a deal. I was like, okay. And somewhere in here, I kind of forgot to mention this because I've kind of just been reading the Discord messages. Somewhere in here, both these people can be seen on my Discord channel. There's this person, the stalker, the JG individual. Then someone else showed up into the fray of the story who was going by the moniker of GentooMan. They messaged my friend, kind of getting them to like trying to get my friend to like join up with like whatever's going on here, because GentooMan is like in some way associated with this JG person. And it was really weird. I don't really have the message on hand. I'd have to ask my friend. And eventually GentooMan was like, hey, like we want you to trust me, so like go to this place and you'll find something that JG wouldn't want you to see. So we went, and it was like a letter from the JG, the stalker, to someone being referred to as the Boiled One. Now, I'm familiar with the Boiled One. I think I have a video on my channel with the Boiled One as the thumbnail. I'm familiar with what that is. It's another like internet creepy character, which if this is actually different people, they seem to all have a moniker of some sort of like, you know, creepy internet character, and basically referred to that person who is the Boiled One observing someone or something. And again, very cryptic, but apparently something we weren't supposed to find. And there's this whole other character, and allegedly this GentooMan doesn't really want to, you know, do whatever the stalker is doing, but I don't know why they're involved if they don't. I'm really not sure what's going on. And yeah, so lastly, the other day, I believe my friend got one last message from this GentooMan person telling him to tell me to go visit a certain place at my work, where we may find something that, again, the stalker would not want us to see. So I did that, and I found it, and it was written by someone going by the name Ayuwoke, which is funny because, you know, last video I posted on this channel was a Michael Jackson video, but again, another like creepy internet thing, and it was talking about like observing people and whatnot, and again, very cryptic, but it was addressed to the main stalker here, and was telling him to sort of like postpone sending me to the place he's trying to send me. So I got a message saying like, hey, don't go there tonight, remain on standby for a date, which I still am. He said, I expect you'll play my game while you wait. And this was like 2 days ago. I didn't do it that night, and then last night I went and saw a movie with my friend, and we were kind of strapped for things to do afterwards, so I ended up messaging the stalker and saying, if I went tonight, would I still find what you left? To which he said yes. So we went last night, found a couple things. We went to like 3 different places. We found a note. We found a plastic bag full of like weird photos. And we found another disc, which we're kind of still working through what it is. It's very long. It's like 8 minutes. Got a lot. It kind of says a whole lot of nothing. It feels ChatGPT'd again, but we'll look into it. But yeah, that's the story of like the last 2 months of my life. I really wanted, I know I say this in like almost every video that I make, but I really want to be consistent and keep uploading on this channel, because every time that I do that, it kind of starts to gain traction, and we get comments coming in, we get good views, and above all that, above the success, I mean, success is a relative term, still like 600 some odd subscribers, which isn't a lot, but it means a lot to me, that 600 so people would subscribe to and watch something that I made. That's really cool to me. But I really enjoy doing this, and I found a lot of my free time has been taken up by this recently. I work, and then I try and go home, but then I have to deal with this, and then it's just a lot. And again, I'm still kind of uncertain what degree of this I'm going to put up on this channel, because I mean, I would like you guys to be able to follow along, but like I've touched on a couple times, it does become very personal, and there's a lot of my life details of other people's lives, and just a lot of stuff that are kind of involved in this situation that I can't necessarily in good conscience put in a YouTube video. So I haven't. I may make another one. I may make like a lost clips sort of thing. They probably won't be on YouTube, and that's the other thing too, is especially after one of the videos got striked, be it because of the stalker or not. I really don't want to like put my channel in jeopardy over this. I want my channel to stay alive and thriving, and I want to keep making videos. And this, I do intend on like coming back after this video. Like I do want to like start uploading again, and not everything be like, hey, here's an update on my stalker. Like I want to do life stories again. I want to start streaming again, and just do some commentaries. Just the stuff that I was doing that made this channel what it is. But I did want to give you guys an update on this. I'm sorry it's a pretty long-winded video, and it's just me yapping for like almost 30 minutes now, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. I intend on sort of coming back to this channel and kind of being more with it, more with you guys, and going back to making the things that I wanted to make, and just being back. So if there's another video on this, I hope you guys will watch it and stay tuned. This isn't the Let's Find My Stalker, the channel. If it comes up, it comes up, but I am going to be very careful with how it gets posted. Like I said, I might do like a lost clips, like some of the like videos I've taken on my phone, or some of the clips that didn't quite make a video, or even the video that ended up getting taken down. Maybe I'll put them up somewhere on like a different site, but they won't end up resurfacing on YouTube, just because I don't want to put my channel in jeopardy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening to this. I appreciate it, and I will see you all soon. Bye.